Good afternoon, I'm John Perkins at the Closing Market Minute. Soybeans and corn both recovered from some overnight losses to finish modestly higher on Tuesday on some continued at least light optimism about some recent trade discussions. For soybeans, that's primarily for China. For corn, it's primarily regarding the USMCA. Both corn and soybeans also face a lot of uncertainties about this year's total U.S. crop production, with recent harvest delays continuing to keep the last bits of this year's crops in the field. USDA's next set of supply and demand estimates is out next week, but the trade doesn't expect any real adjustments until the final totals are out in January. Wheat was mostly modestly lower. Ukraine has reportedly resumed shipping out of a couple of its key ports, but the tensions with Russia continue to hang in the background, and that could affect exports down the line. Live cattle were higher, and feeders were mostly higher, with both continuing to get ready for this week's widespread direct cash cattle business. It was a pretty typical Tuesday, with bids and asking prices essentially poorly defined at this point. And hogs closed lower on another round of demand uncertainties, along with steady to weak cash during the session. The federal government will be closed on Wednesday for the National Day of Mourning for former President George H.W. Bush, but commodity trade will be ongoing with its usual schedule. Weekly ethanol numbers are pushed back until Thursday, and weekly export sales will be out Friday. I'm John Perkins with the Closing Market Minute.